Hey guys, good morning. Um, been a while since I've made a video or gone live or anything. I haven't done anything since the 24 hours with Jesus, which never did get uploaded correctly to YouTube because of the length of the video, something that we just did not think about until after um, we went 26 or 27 hours with Jesus. So um, that was an amazing blessing. What a great time, and just so many incredible testimonies and beautiful people just hanging on for hours and hours. And um, so that was just really, really good. Anyway, it has been a long time since I've been live. Um, I've walked away from YouTube pretty much, except for a few channels that I check in on every now and then, and I don't get notifications like I should. And of course, my hours are messed up because Tim works crazy hours, so sometimes I'll be up all night, so sleeping all day, and I miss all my favorite channels like Airborne Saint, and usually Jesus Freak will go live early in the morning, so I'm missing those channels, but I do try to catch up on my favorites on replay. Um, so anyway, reason I was hopping on today, we had this big political circus. It's been going on for months now. And I get, it's not probably, it'll never be over because it's always been a circus, politics, and, um, but there are a lot of people that are really concerned. I think a lot of people are starting to really wake up to what's going on out there, what's happening. I think a lot of us believe that um, we don't know where we are in the book of Revelation, but we do believe that, if we're not in the end of days, that the tribulation um, could be right around the corner. So, some people believe that we're already, midway through, that we're 3.5 years through. Some people believe that um, we're about to be raptured. Some people, everybody has a different opinion about where we are biblically. But what's happening right now, I think most of us can agree that it's biblical, that this is huge and it's epic, and the world as we know it is about to change incredibly, and not in an incredibly good way. Um, Things are happening really fast. Everything's speeding up. Uh, there are trolls that are going to laugh at this and say, oh, this has been going on for thousands of years and this is nothing. And no, I don't believe that. My grandmother told me when I was a girl um, that I would be here for the end of days, that it would not happen in her lifetime, but it would happen in mine. She was about my age when she told me that. Kind of funny to think of myself as my grandma's age. Anyway, so I've been talking to some of our dear friends in the community, people that we love, and I, sorry, I gotta stretch out here. Anyway, I had a big conversation last night with Shell. Um, you know, as all of us know, Photohelix is gravely ill. That well, you know, he's just barely hanging on right now. Um, I don't even know how. I have no idea how. But you know, he has terminal cancer, which means he's gonna die. You know, we're all terminal. We're all gonna die. John's gonna go a little bit quicker than we are. Of course, we don't know when he's gonna go, but Shell doesn't know from one day to the next whether he's gonna make it through that day or night. So we do know this. Just from the time that I spent when I went to Tennessee, the time that I spent with John and Michelle and Rachel and Shirley and, you know, all John's wonderful friends and family, I I know that he's ready. I I don't know how long he's been ready, but yeah, you know, I feel like he's ready. After watching his video that he made the other night, I think he knows. I mean, a person knows. I watched my dad pass a couple of years ago, and then my mother back in 2014. I was by both their sides. Um, so there's things that I see that I recognized in them before they passed on, and I believe John's ready. You know, of course, he doesn't want to leave his beautiful wife and his mother and his daughter, his amazing family. Nobody, nobody would want that. You know, we certainly don't want it for him. And you know, a lot of us are. You know, I mean, I feel selfish because I don't want him to go. You know, I'm not ready for that at all. Um, you know, but I guess God needs him more than we do. I think that John was put here for this specific time to be here. He was divinely created by God to be here during this time, maybe to prepare us, you know. Maybe that was his one reason to be here, was to prepare us, and to get us, you know, this little group of weirdos, you know, Mandela affected flat earthers who, some of us didn't even know God before this. You know, I was raised Christian. I've always believed. I've not always been the kind of Christian that I should be. And when I say Christian, I'm not a brick and mortar church Christian. I don't pay tithes to the church. And I've always found church, though, wherever I needed it. You know, church is in your heart, church is in your soul, it's in your family, it's in your friends, it's in the sky, it's at the river. Churches where you make it. But I found an online church through John. You know, John has been my preacher, my pastor, my friend, my teacher. He's been someone that I've looked up to for more than half a decade, since 2015. And I just love him so much. And, you know, what a great loss this is going to be. Anyway, I guess I was going to say, you know, I guess he's ready to go home and be with the Lord. His body is still hanging on. He's in an excruciating pain, from what Shell says. And I know this because my dad had the exact two same cancers that John has. My dad was given a month to live, and he lived a month. John was given, 2 months to live, and he's already, 6 months past that, and but he suffered. He's been suffering for some time now, and like I said, for some reason, his body has just not let go of this world yet. So, I wanted to come on and just say, if everybody could just be praying today, just pray for for John, for just an easy physical and spiritual transition. Pray that, that the Lord will give John mercy and comfort and some peace, some relief from this pain as he passes on in those final hours, whenever it is. Because I think John's just tired, and of course he does not want to leave his family, but I do believe that he's ready, and he is at peace inside, and I just from what Shell says, he's ready to go. So if you haven't reached out to him yet, Shell's not able to answer the phone right now. She can't check messages around the clock or anything, but I will leave John's email in the description down here. And, of course, PayPal link and Gofundme and stuff. I'll try to get those in the notes as well. But if you haven't reached out to him, today would probably be a good day to do that. If you have anything that you want to say to John, if you want to say goodbye, if you want to tell him you love him or how much you appreciate him, then, I'm sure that Shell will at some point check emails, and if you have his cell phone number, leave a message, and whatever's on your heart, because if you haven't done it yet, you may not have very many more chances. Shell understands it's okay for me to be saying this to you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. She and I have talked about this before. John is completely familiar with the fact that, he's dying of cancer, and none of us know what time that's going to be or what day that's going to be, just like we don't know when the coming of the Lord's going to be. None of us know that hour or, the time. So, if you message Shell or if you send an email to John, and just know that she is whispering everything that we say to him. She's letting him know, just like, I asked her, please just tell him I love him. And she said, I did, Carla. And he told me to tell you that he loves you back, and that he's proud of you, or, So Shell is making sure that John knows what we're all saying. So if you have something special that you want to say, you want to send her an email, or you want to send her a text message and tell her what you would like John to know. Positive, loving messages is what he needs right now. So she is telling him, she's told him several times about messages that I've left, and I've gotten feedback from her about what he said. He's too tired to individually answer. Just for him to sit up and make a 2-minute video just takes everything that he has. So that video that he made on Awakened Saints channel the other day, something like that is exhausting for him. I didn't sleep real good last night, so my voice is real scratchy. excuse me, it does that when I get to where I'm not sleeping. I've been in a lot of pain myself, but that's neither here nor there. It's just my old bones, cold and tired. So I'm here in North Carolina at my daughter's house. I'm staying out in the guest house. Anyway, I reached out to a couple of people. I reached out to Sean, Following After Jesus Christ, just his channel. And I reached out to Steve Law, and his channel is Machine Monkey. I talked to Sparky. Sparky has her own radio station, and she's got a great big Discord, and a couple of us been talking on there, but I haven't talked to Mike Murphy yet. I haven't seen him coming and going much on Facebook. I don't know if he's feeling real good or anything, but that's something that I need to do today. We all need to be checking in on each other. This is, we're going through some craziness. We need to be checking in on each other. We need to be messaging one another to tell one another how much we love each other, how much we mean to each other. We need to be holding each other accountable, and we need to be fellowshipping more. So anyway, I guess one of my friends posted something about, we need a new political party. They're upset that Trump lost, and excuse me, I'm smoking my vape here. Anyway, they're upset that, not that Trump, whether you believe Trump lost or it was stolen or, whatever. They were upset at the whole fact that, Trump is no longer our president. They said that we need to start a new political party. And I said, no, we don't. They're both rotten. They both suck. None of it, at this point, I'm beginning to believe that, yeah, absolutely none of it is real. That's terrifying. To know that, it's just one more thing, terrifying for a lot of people. That politics is just one more thing we've been lied about. I've known for some time. I do think there are some aspects of it that probably are real. I mean, people have to, on a local level, definitely. I think as we get higher up, the higher up we get, the less real that it is, the more bought and paid for it is by the evil elite. So anyway, we don't need another political party. What? We've got a bunch of truthers running around saying, this is the truth right here, and if you don't believe this, you're an idiot, you're stupid, and if you don't believe what I believe, well, you're a dumbass, and excuse my language. Everybody's waking up to different truths at different times, but there's one truth that everybody needs to wake up to, and that truth is Jesus Christ. That truth is that Jesus died on the cross for our sins, that our Father in heaven sacrificed his only begotten Son so that we could all be saved. And I cannot imagine how hurt our Father is right now for us. How hurt he is. Can you imagine sacrificing your only son for a whole bunch of people who you love more than anything, who just don't care, or who know and are taking advantage of that? Who, there are people like John who are screaming, the flood is coming, get on the ark. the whole world is going to be covered in water, and you're all going to die if you don't surrender and come get on this ark with us. You're going to perish, you know, and the people don't even seem to care. So what I said is, no, we don't need another political party. What we need is a Holy Ghost revival. We need to get together and have, a round table of a few people and just talk about how we're dealing with things right now and what we need to be doing to prepare ourselves. It's not going to be a flood this time, kids. This time the Lord's coming back, and that you always hear the blaze of glory. The Lord's coming back, and this time it's going to be fire. It's not going to be flood. I don't know when that is, but it is close. I feel it is, and there are a whole lot of people that agree with me. So Sean has said, yeah, he'd love to participate in some kind of a round table. Sparky, Machine Monkey, Steve said he would love to participate. He's working on something else, but he said he could take some time out. And, so whoever's out there watching, I don't know, Jesus Freak or Airborne Saint, or I know that Doc Michael knows about it. That's it's something he would definitely like to jump in on. There were so many incredible people last time who participated and people who didn't. So, Meeks, if you're out there, if you and Dave want to jump in, maybe we can do something for a couple or a few hours. I'm not going to do 26 or 27 hours again. That like to kick my butt when that happened. But anyway, it was so worth it. And one of these days, somebody like David, Jesus Freak Computer Geek, maybe I'll let him remotely jump on my computer and help me with splicing up that 26-hour video and making a bunch of videos, because I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do it. So somebody that I can trust, who I know is gonna, who ain't gonna get on there and, steal all my information or whatever, will help me, get that together. So there were some wonderful people that were on there that day, and John was one of them. And so these videos need to be seen. I don't know how to do it. And my son, although he's in cybersecurity, doesn't know a thing about editing videos. And he said he's afraid that he'll, lose some of it. So anyway, let's see, what else was I going to say? Yeah, Shell needs some positive energy, and she needs some positive, loving things to tell John, before and while he makes his transition. Him hearing how much we love him means the world to her, and it means so much to him right now. Her hearing how he has touched our lives in so many ways means so much to him, to Shirley, to Shell, to Rachel right now. Rachel reached out to Paul in video, his daughter Rachel, not in video, in text message the other day. This is so difficult for so many people right now. So Shell needs our support now more than ever. Financial support too. They still need some help with a few things. So please, please, please watch that 2-minute video if you haven't seen it yet over on Airborne Saint's channel. It was John saying goodbye to us. So please watch that video. Go over there to Airborne Saints. I imagine everybody who's subscribed to my channel is also subscribed to Airborne Saints channel. But if not, I'll go ahead and put a link in this video too. But I think it's the last video, the newest video on our Airborne Saints channel. And it is John saying goodbye to us. It's John telling us to pick up where he left off. He's handing off the baton, guys. Telling us which books that we need to be in right now. Because, I think all of our time here is short. So, anyway, I'm going to leave a GoFundMe link, either GoFundMe or a PayPal link for Shell and for John, and to take care of his final expenses, and something, anything to help them get through this time. There's going to be a lot of us that can't get down there to help her, with things like, they're going to need a wake, food and things to help them get through the weeks following. Shell has used up all her FMLA and all of her personal time for work, and she's had to go back to work. So, Shirley's there most of the time, and, there's just so much that people don't know about that's going on. So, Rachel is back to school, I believe, part-time at least now. I think she's doing some stuff remotely. But, anyway, I'm just, trying to think of things that Shell has told me to tell you guys. But please, 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 if you have not said goodbye to John, if you haven't reached out, do it now. Because you're going to wish you did. You're going to wish that you had, said goodbye later on. Even though they're not able to directly respond to you, she will pass on a message to me, or pass on a message to Airborne Saint, or to Paul, or to one of us, to pass on to you, so that you know that he heard your message, so you know that he knows that you love him, and he knows how you've affected his life. So please reach out through email or through text message if you need any of that. And I know you've been around for a while. I'll give you a way to get a hold of them and to leave a message for them. So I love all you guys. There's so many haters out there and just hating on everybody. And here's the thing, I just don't care. You know what, if you're hating on me, that means you're leaving somebody else alone. So, hate on me all you want. It doesn't even matter to me anymore. And for you people saying, if you don't believe exactly what I believe, then you're not a real truther. And, you guys can kiss my butt. I'm not here to impress anybody. I don't care about being in a club anymore or fitting in. The only club I'm worried about is I am Team Jesus Christ right now. I don't have to fit into any particular group. There are a lot of people in this community hurt me recently, let me down in such a horrible way. It breaks my heart, the way I've been let down. I've always tried to be as good as I can be to people, and I'm just disappointed, just so super disappointed. I've tried to help people out financially, and tried to help people out by moderating groups and sharing out groups, and spread the word about their channel, and I've done what I did what I came to do. I'm done. Uh, Now all I care about is listening to people that are sharing the word of God. Um, I know that the Mandela effect is real. I know that the earth is flat. In my heart of hearts, I know that. So moving on from there, next, you know what matters? What matters is my eternal soul, and what matters is your eternal soul. We got a lot of work to do, people. We have a lot of work to do, and I'm not the one to do it. I don't have that gift. I have I don't have the gift of spreading the word, because uh, the scriptures just don't come to me one after another like they do other people in the community. There's some people that can just rattle them off, and they just don't come to me that quick. So I'm not a preacher, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a teacher. I have some great questions for some really blessed pastors, young pastors, people that are new to this in this community. I have some really good questions for them because I don't know. And so that's my gift, is asking questions. And so I'm going to try to get some people on who can um, share where to look for the answers with me. I've been getting in my Bible more. Boy, every time I bring up having some kind of a revival, somebody tells me I need to get in my book. So I get in my book. I get a lot of my Bible from online sources. I listen to the Bible because my um, reading comprehension from years of drug abuse, it's so hard. I have to read something 3 or 4 times before it makes sense to me. And sometimes it still doesn't. I have to hear it, and I have to say it out loud. And, um, so there's that. I did a lot of drugs for a lot of years, and I don't do any of that anymore, of course. But from 20 years ago, the damage that I did, I'm still paying for. It'll never be the same. Neurological damage and stuff. Anyway, I love you guys. I will make an announcement when I can figure out a day when we can do this Holy Ghost revival. We'll probably do it within the next week or so, it sounds like. So try to check in. If you didn't get a notification for this, then unsub me and resub and hit your bell again so that you do get a notification when there's um, a live show. Like I said, I don't know when it's going to be. We're going to try to do it in the next week. We're going to do it here from my channel. So, love you. I will do the GoFundMe link in the channel description for John. I will put John's email in here in the channel description. And for those of you that don't know, I'm Carla Shepherd on Facebook. If you're still on Facebook, reach out to me on Facebook, and we'll talk, and we'll figure out some way for me to get a message to John for you, or unless you want to email him, we'll figure it all out. So anyway, God bless you. Pray for John right now. Like I said, just pray that right now for his comfort. Pray for him to have some peace and some time without pain. Um, he's suffered more than 7 months now. Just pray that for an easy physical and spiritual transition for him. Pray that God gives him some comfort in his last days and hours. John's ready to go. And so if you got anything you want to say, you need to go ahead and say it to him. Don't wait and wish that you had. That's why I made that trip out there to Tennessee when I did, because I knew that I would just hate myself if I didn't get out there and get, you know, grab a hold of his neck and give him a hug and tell him face to face that I love him and how much he's done for me. What a difference he's made in my life over the last 5.5 years. So, anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm going to sign out now. Bye bye.